Innovation is local. All innovation is local. It depends upon those intimate relationships, even if they're across the world, of people coming together around an idea.
It is important to help create an environment where people can succeed and improve the future of regions like Appalachia.
This is a hard-scrabble region. This is where entrepreneurship by necessity is an important part of life.
I remember when TechGROWTH started, there were many naysayers. This is a place of old school, Main Street, mom and pop business, and for sure it is. But that doesn't exclude the opportunity to build really cool, high-growing tech companies.
Ohio University's TechGROWTH Ohio has helped innovators in our region create 450 jobs and return $220 million to our ecosystem.
The greatest success is having a dozen, 20, 50 companies that can look at us and say, they helped me get where I am today.
Hey, I'm Alan Schaff, and I created Imager. Imager is the platform for spreading viral images on the internet.
Image hosting used to suck. The companies that did it hated their users, they weren't reliable.
I thought that the internet at the time had this problem, which was there was no great place on the internet to share your images.
I mean, obviously Imager's been a huge success. How much traffic did you guys have last month?
130 million uniques and 4.5 billion page views. It is, yeah. And to put that into context, it's bigger than AOL.com, it's bigger than Apple.com, it's bigger than MSN.com. And so it's a ton of traffic, but there's only 12 people. And there's so much work left to do, so we're going to grow the team a lot. And through TechGROWTH, I got an office there, so I was no longer just in my apartment, I was actually working out of the Innovation Center. And it wasn't soon after that that we moved to San Francisco to really start growing the team. Don't let everybody tell you that your idea is a bad idea when you know that it's a good idea. When you know what it is going to take to actually execute, your vision, then just get out there and do it.
I'm a co-owner of Shagbark Seed and Mill. We're a certified organic seed cleaning and flour milling facility here in Southeast Ohio.
We were pretty happy to see that a local food movement has been happening the last few years. In Athens County, that has been the lay of the land for decades. But nationally, it's really caught fire.
There's interest. People want locally grown beans and grains, but the barrier locally and regionally is not so much in the production. We have plenty of farms and farmland with the equipment and know-how to grow these things, but they don't have a reason to grow these things because without the processing infrastructure that's appropriately scaled, they don't have access to the markets.
I think what's unique about us is we're trying to do it here and have a business that works, but we also have a mission. We're mission-driven. This community has supported us in countless ways. That's really what's made it possible to do what we do, and it's really wonderful. I think everybody in this room who has an idea should realize the nurturing that exists in Southeast Ohio.
Our company makes racking products for the PV industry in two specific markets, the commercial market and the residential market. What our products do is they attach solar panels to a roof, basically. We sell this product nationwide, and today we are at 40 employees across the country. The way this company was founded and grew is just a classical startup story. The founder of this company was by himself for the first year. He was working with a grant from TechGROWTH so that he could design his first commercial product, and he did it where he lived, which was here in Athens. TechGROWTH provided the very first rounds of funding. The initial grant for the founder to get the company off the ground, to add additional funding for product development, growth, and commercial development. Historically, solar has always been kind of an expensive solution, but our mission is to make it simple and cost-effective so that solar becomes accessible to a much larger population.
My name's Art Ostrike, and we are standing in Jackie O's almost completed expansion of our production facility. We make beer, we also make culture. We also like to create a positive impact upon not just the students of Ohio University and the people of Athens, but trying to stretch beyond those walls. Help facilitate local movement and sustainable movements. You can currently find our product in 2,700 plus accounts around the state of Ohio, be it on-premise bars and restaurants or off-premise in grocery stores, carryouts, and things like that. In Athens, we started out 10 years ago this past December with a small brew pub. There was an existing brewery in that location. 3 years after that, we expanded into the building next door. 2012, we applied for a grant for a new business startup or an expanding business. Basically, we won 10 grand for that, which helped us buy most of a tank that's in our production site. Jackie O's is becoming a leader in our community, and that leadership is starting to really impact other businesses in the area. And as our product begins to get further and further from Athens, it's been great to be able to help lead other entrepreneurs and other businesses forward with a sustainable mindset.
So we're a full-service turnkey solar installer. So we help customers everything from educating about solar on the front side to helping them finance putting systems on their houses or on their businesses. Our mission is to accelerate the shift to clean energy, to empower people to produce their own energy and to know that there are other options out there besides just connecting to the grid. When Third Son first started, it was Jeff and Michelle, the two owners, husband and wife.
Jeff and Michelle were able to move their business out of the attic of their home and rent a space and become a business client of the Ohio University Innovation Center.
TechGROWTH really helped Jeff and Michelle form a business, to come out of their attic, start thinking about a bigger company, start thinking about sales and marketing, how to grow the company, how to get access to capital. Solar is an upfront investment, so our biggest challenge is having the market where people have the upfront money to buy a system and looking long-term for their energy needs. Success today is we have 2 full-time crews, we have 6 full-time installers, full-time electricians on staff, so we're providing good, sustainable jobs.
We have a community of sustainably minded individuals in Athens and in Appalachia. And so that really helps a company whose mission is to help the environment, accelerate the shift to clean energy. Appalachia has been a very positive place for our business growth.
We recognized when we decided to build this place that we could make a contribution to our local community by having a business here that would employ people. Stovall Creamery does about $5 million worth of business a year. We have about 40 full-time employees. We've got a relatively high visibility these days, and a lot of people give us credit for more than they should, really, because Victoria and I never would have built a creamery if it hadn't been for the fact that we'd already lived for a decade in this incredible community, working with TechGROWTH and other organizations in the state of Ohio who are like-minded with us. Our real support, what keeps us going, and the reason we've been able to be successful here, has been our community. I think you can make a good case that the Athens food community is one of the most firmly founded food communities in the entire United States of America. I don't know any place like this.
I'm Neil Lane. I serve as the CEO of Global Cooling. Our brand for our ultra-low temperature freezers is Sterling Ultra Cold. We manufacture and sell the world's most sustainable, most environmentally sustainable ultra-low temperature freezer. There is a whole class of new drugs coming that are based upon biological material. To produce those drugs, you need ultra-low temperature freezers. They look like a household refrigerator, but they use the same amount of energy as the average US household. Our freezers use 1/3 of the energy of the competing products that are in the market. And many of our customers have very explicit sustainability goals. So we help support their sustainability goals at the same time that we support their mission to cure diseases. I worked as an executive in residence with TechGROWTH in 2008 and helped the company put together the business plan that we're executing on now. The technology that we have developed has a strong base in this area. Some of our early angel investors are from this community and have continued to participate. So it made sense to do it here. But a big driving force was to create jobs. It's not so much you hire the workforce that you want, is that you build the workforce that you want. And we've done a good job at that.
Stories such as these are proof that our entrepreneurial support services can and do make a difference.
Innovation is not limited to a zip code. It's not just in Silicon Valley, it is everywhere.
None of us do it alone.
Everybody saw something that they thought could change the world. And it's really what we're trying to do.
Take advantage of all the great resources right here in Athens, Ohio. This is a fantastic place to be.
Entrepreneurship is in the blood, it's in the DNA of Southeastern Ohio.
This is the future of America. If America is to become all that it can become, it will be because of the entrepreneurial spirit that has always been part of our great nation. Yes, it can happen. And yes, it can happen in Southeast Ohio.